Yes, what's going on, good people? It's your boy LuxuReid. And now tune in to another episode of Live Lyrics in the Den. As you can see, I'm wearing a shirt sponsored by No Fake Love Apparel. Make sure you go check them out. Got the custom No Worries hat from my boy Ray. Make sure you go check them out, Ray Day. And of course, I got my dad's paint in the back wearing the Trinidad and Tobago colors. So let's go. On this episode of Live Lyrics in the Den, I'm breaking down my verse off of the Bushido Freestyle from the last GreenLine album entitled The Green Jacket. It's out on all streaming platforms. Make sure you go check that out. Man, over a decade plus of just dropping amazing music. Shout out to my brother Young. And here it goes. You know, the backstory behind the Bushido Freestyle. Um, I remember I was writing something previously. I did this freestyle called The Float, and it was one of my best verses that I've done so far over my 10-year plus career. And I wanted to do a second part of it, find a beat and just black out. But then the opportunity arose, shot DJ Rawshark, who was the producer behind the Bushido Freestyle, and he gave us something that was just ooh, like it was knock you over the head. And what I already started writing for something, so when the beat came to our laps, basically, I said, now I have to recraft this and put all this energy, excuse me, towards an original beat and just zone out. And the result of that was the Bushido Freestyle, and it's so fitting that that's the last song on the album, and it was just synonymous with what GreenLine is known for, just bars and just going off. And the the fact that it was named Bushido, the actual meaning of Bushido is like a moral code of the samurais. It's very distinguished and articulate. So I wanted to write something that was very articulate and was basically connecting with the moral code of Bushido, a samurai was just chopping up shit. And the result of that was my verse on the Bushido Freestyle. So ready, here it goes. Shit is rhetorical when I ask, who do this better? With more winds upon me, the loose umbrellas black out. Touch my green, have to do something clever that leave you red on that couch like a Blue Clues letter. Great area, I'm floating to them, let the pressure bury you, spreading like yellow fever, causing mass hysteria. Read the last hope, better bet on that. Hope you listen, pay attention like a Fed phone tap. New piece crafted, adding this shit to the vocal opera. Godfather of flows like a Francis Ford Coppola. You're copping, please. Cough and sneeze cause you ain't popular. Legend of boy code, everybody knows that snot in you. Been immune. Since I manifested up in the womb, been feeding these beats. Y'all eat it up like chicken food. Got the sickest brew that don't mix well with shit you do. Telling my life story, you just out here pitching woo. Shed tears while writing. Know that it's something magical. Couple of breakdowns. I owe myself a sabbatical, then it's ascension. That man goes to the mission, still gunning for something. This my Red Dead Redemption. The scales is tipping like I had one too many burgers. Murder what I commit when I spit. I sought the purge up, getting this breath together. Doing the money merger, still sleeping on a god. I guess I buy stock in Serta. Keep having battles with myself, saying that I'm okay when I really need the help. So I need the support. The type of shit that bring me wealth. Now I know all that's essential to my health. Bred to be the one, no way can I be banned. I was in the rut, still with the cut like Ichi band, lychee martinis, putting my feet down in the sand. Every hour just keep rushing by like Ricky Tan. What happened to people putting truth in the lines? Now he's spending time to keep boosting all the lines. That stupid type of shit that quicken up their demise. While I'm Star Trekking around the world, bit of my enterprise. When this record drop, you adding this to the playlist. In a league of our own, everything we do is major. Everybody hands up like a waving new neighbors. Just giving y'all the scoop like Ben and Jerry, new flavors. Respect the gods, nigga. So as yeah, Snoop Young was about to black out on it. I already knew that. I was like, it's crazy. It's always been like a thing. Just knowing, my rap partner, just knowing that he came with it every single time when it's on the track, especially when it's one of those tracks where it's just bar heavy, and I knew I knew he was coming with it, so I had to do my thing, and I started it off. As I started off, it says, "Shit is rhetorical when I ask who do this better." Rhetorical question obviously is a question that somebody asks that they already know the answer to. So already I'm starting off, shit is rhetorical when I ask who do this better. I'm talking about myself. It's like, it's a rhetorical question. Shit is rhetorical when I ask who do this better. More winds abundant me than loose umbrellas. So that's a double entendre with wins, WINS, and wins, WINDS. So I had more winds up under me than a loose umbrella. When the winds get under a loose umbrella, it blows the umbrella away. So as I'm saying, I'm lifting up myself, like more winds up under me than loose umbrellas. And now I go into this color scheme. A blackout, touch my green, have to do something clever that leave you red on the couch like a blue cruise letter. Gray area, I'm floating to let the pressure barrier spreading like yellow fever, causing mass hysteria. So now that's 6 colors that I just broke down. So when I start off, I say I black out. Blacking out, kind of like it's not necessarily a bad thing when it comes to writing verses and doing verses. Blacking out means you're very efficient with what you're saying. So I say I black out, touch my green. Touch my green means my money. So I black out, touch my green, have to do something clever. I leave you red on a couch like a blue cruise letter. So it's red and blue, and that's a entendre within itself. For those of you that may know out there, is a show called Blues Clues with the big blue dog, and it has the guy named Steve. He reads the letters on a big red couch. So leave you red on a couch like a blue cruise letter. So also that's another, red, and I read a letter, but I could leave you red on a couch. It's kind of alluding to me, like, a violent type of thing, but it's not really violent. It's just leave you red on a couch like a blue cruise letter. Gray area. Everybody knows a gray area is like a touchy situation. That's the area that people don't like to speak on, but I'm ever flowing with what I'm saying. So gray area, I'm floating too. Don't let the pressure barrier spreading like yellow fever. Back in, I don't know at times there was something called yellow fever, which was like a big how the pan. I can't say that word. YouTube will probably try to shun me. That thing that happened, it spread. So spreading like yellow fever, caused mass hysteria. So what I'm saying is my words are spreading across and it's causing hysteria. Spreading like yellow fever, causing mass hysteria. Read The Last Hope. Better bet on that. So once again, I'm affirming myself as the last hope. You better bet on that. Like it's a safe bet. It's a safe bet when I'm the last hope, or referring to myself as the last hope, as a savior, so say. Read The Last Hope, better bet on that. Hope you listen, pay attention like a Fed phone tap. Everybody knows, federal people, when they doing investigations, they tap people's phones, they tap the wires. So what I'm telling you is, I hope you're paying attention to what I'm saying like a Fed phone tap. New piece crafted, adding this shit to the vocal opera. With operas, they craft these big elaborate pieces for the opera singers to sing. So with this verse, I'm saying it's a new piece crafted in my vocal opera, my own vocal opera to give to the masses. Godfather of flows like I'm Francis Ford Coppola. I feel like I'm very efficient with my different flows that I've done over the years with these verses, and I play that into the next line is Godfather of flows, like I'm Francis Ford Coppola. Francis Ford Coppola is the director of The Godfather, so I'm saying I'm Godfather of flows. I'm also the director. I'm the actor. I am the forefront of this verse that I'm giving to y'all, of these words. Francis Ford Coppola, you're copying. So now with this next setup, I play off of the Coppola line and copying, please. Cough and sneeze because you ain't popular. Legend of boy code. Everybody knows that snotty. That's a whole like sickness entendre that I spread across maybe like two bars or something. Get copping please, cough and sneeze because you ain't popular. Get coughing and sneezing because you ain't popular. Legend of boy cold. When you say somebody's cold, it's like, oh, they're you know they're dope. They whatever they do is a very high caliber. So I say Legend of Boy Cold. Everybody knows that's not in you. Everybody knows snot in you. So everybody knows that I'm a legend, but you're not cold. Legend of Boy Cold. Everybody knows that's not in you. Then I go into the next bar. I've been immune since I manifested. I've been the womb. So I've been immune to all the bullshit since I manifested up in the womb. Since, before I was even born, I was immune to a lot of the bullshit. So that's like a braggadocious type of thing to say. I've been immune since I manifested up in the womb. Been feeding these beats. Y'all eat it up like chicken food. So chickens in a coop, their food is called, feed. So what I'm saying is I've been feeding these beats for so long, and the people eat it up like chicken food. So I've been feeding these beats, my words, been giving these words my energy to these words that I've been crafting over the years. So I said, I've been feeding these beats, y'all eat it up like chicken food. Got the sickest brew that don't mix well with shit you do. The sickest brew, they say like witch's brew, something, it don't mix well with what other people are doing. I'm my own brew of things. I'm my own mixture of whatever I bring forth. Got the sickest brew that don't mix well with shit you do. Telling my life story, you just out here pitching woo. Life is one of my favorite movies of all time, starring Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. And one of the characters in there was Jingling. So Eddie's character is like, no, it was Martin's character. He was talking with Bernie Mac. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. His character was Jangling. So the guy, he's like talking to Martin. He's like, hey, Jangling, what I tell you about Pitcher Woo out there? So that's a play on that. Pitcher Woo was like chasing booty. He was in a prison at that time. So he was like the prison guy. For lack of better words. So I've said I'm telling my life story. You just out here pitching woo. That's why you chasing butt. I'm telling my life story. You just out here pitching woo. Shed tears while writing. Notice it's something magical. Couple of breakdowns. I owe myself a sabbatical. I did shed tears while I was writing it because I knew what I had started and now what I'm finishing with this project, with that chapter of my life of being in part of the group, and just bringing it full circle and making sure we give something to the masses, to our fans that supported us over the years. So I said, shed tears while writing. Know that it's something magical. Couple of breakdowns. I owe myself a sabbatical. Prior to me writing a verse and during the time I'm writing a verse, I was dealing with a lot of issues. There's a lot of things going on that I'll say that for another story or whatever. So a couple of breakdowns. I owe myself a sabbatical. Sabbatical means a break, just a relief from everything that's been going on. So owe myself a sabbatical. Then it's ascension. Ascension means you rising up after the sabbatical that I took. I actually did take a sabbatical of my own, and feel like I've been rising up since. So then it's ascension. I'm at goals to the mission, still gunning for something. This is my Red Dead Redemption. That's an entendre within itself. Gunning for something means you're going for it. You're going forward towards it. You're as you shoot a gun and the bullet goes straight to something, whether it hits its target or it doesn't. I'm going towards a mission. And it goes to the mission, still gunning for something. I still have something that I need to obtain. This is my Red Dead Redemption. That was a game. It's like a Western. It's like a shoot 'em up type game. So still gunning for something. This is my Red Dead Redemption. Then I go after that. Scales is tipping like I had one too many burgers. So the scales is tipping in my favor like I had just one too many cheeseburgers and hamburgers, whatever. Scales is tipping like I had one too many burgers. Murder what I commit when I spit. I start to purge up. So I'm saying like I'm killing this with what I'm spitting, what I'm rapping. Murder what I commit when I spit. I start to purge up. So if you guys have seen the movie The Purge out there, they ring the bell and killing time starts. So murder what I commit when I spit. I start to purge up. So I'm still killing this shit while I'm spitting. So I'm starting a purge of unlyrical people out there, whatever, getting this bread together, doing the money merger. So getting the bread together, doing the money merger. I'm getting my money together. I'm getting my shit right. Still sleeping on the God. I guess I buy stock in Serta. That was a clever ass line that like over the years, I've said some clever shit. I was like, damn, that one. I was like, still sleeping on the God. I guess I could buy stock in Serta. Serta is a sleeping company. Serta is a mattress company. So to put that into a verse and just have it like, oh shit, that's some dope ass shit right there. Still sleeping on a God, I guess I buy stock in Serta. And these next couple of lines is very real. I hold near and dear to my heart. Sleeping on a God, I guess I buy stock in Serta. I keep having battles with myself, saying that I'm okay when I really need the help. So I need to support the type of shit that bring me wealth. Now I know that all that's essential to my health. That was some real shit. Dealing with a lot, like I said, and just realizing, these internal battles that I've constantly had with myself, and just to be able to come back to a place of balance and of inside and internal stability. A lot of people don't talk about that a lot. Maybe they do now, but I felt like it was something I needed to share on my own behalf because music was like my therapy. It's always been my therapy for so long, and being able to get these feelings and these emotions that I've had through song form or through any artistic avenue has always been a thing of mine. So now I said need the support, the type of shit that bring me wealth, the emotional support, any type of support that'll bring me wealth, that'll bring me to a point of not even just financial wealth, it's just wealth as a person. Now I know that all that's essential to my health. So it's essential to my overall health, my spiritual health, my emotional health, my mental health, my physical health as well. So I needed to put that in there because it needed to be said. I said bred to be the one. As you can, I'm wearing some dope kicks right now. The Carry, what is it, Bruce Lee joint. That I love sneakers. So when I said bred to be the one, so Jordan has the bred ones, which is some of the most classic sneakers. So I said bred to be the one. The weight cannot be banned. So they backstory behind that, they banned Michael Jordan from wearing these Jordan 1s in the league when he first wore them because they weren't to the standard of what the NBA was. So I said bred to be the one. So also that's another that's a double entendre. It's bred ones, bred band ones. And I'm saying I'm bred to be the one. Like I built myself up to be the one, the special one, the different one, the the focused one, bred to be the one. No way can I be banned. I was in a rut, still with the cut like Ichiban. So, like I said, once again, going back to the issues of dealing with, feeling like I was in a rut, like it was an ever looping, cycle of just bullshit. So I said, bred to be the one. No way can I be banned. I was in a rut, still make the cut like Ichiban. Ichiban is, I forgot, it's a steak or sushi, but it's a cut. Bred to be the one, no way can I be banned. I was in a rut, still made the cut like Ichiban, lychee martinis. That was some fly shit. I had lychee martinis somewhere. I think it was on vacation or somewhere, so I decided to put it in a verse. Lychee martinis, putting my feet down in the sand. So yeah, obviously I was somewhere on vacation. I had lychee martini, just fucking phenomenal. Got lit. Lychee martinis, putting my feet down in the sand, while every hour just keep rushing by like Ricky Tan. So it's another double entendre. One of the main villains for the Rush Hour movies with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker was Ricky Tan. So I'm lychee martinis while every hour just keep rushing by. Every hour just keep rushing by while I'm having these lychee martinis, enjoying myself. Like Ricky Tan. What happened to people putting truth in the lines? And it's this era of everybody's just falsifying a lot of shit that they do, or that quote unquote have done in a lot of the music. That's everybody's living this gangster lifestyle or whatnot. So what happened to people putting truth in the lines? Now he's spending time to keep boosting all the lines. So it's a fraudulent type of thing, but I'm asking what happened to the truthness behind this music. Now he's spending time to keep boosting on the lines. That's stupid. That type of shit will quicken up their demise. So I'm telling him like, yo, all that dumb shit that you putting in the music, whatever, it's quickening up demises of a lot of these people. As you guys can see, people getting taken out left and right. It's sad, but it's, what can you do? And he's spending time to keep boosting on the lines. That stupid type of shit that quicken up their demise. While I'm Star Trekking around the world, been in my enterprise. I'm a Star Trek fan, so I say that's a entendre. While I'm Star Trekking around the world, I'm building my enterprise, my LuxuReid enterprise. As an entity, I'm going across the world trying to build that enterprise. Trekking around the world, building my enterprise. When this record drop, you adding this to the playlist. So I already called it. I was like, as soon as people hear this, they adding this shit. They gonna call us like, oh my god, y'all niggas went crazy. Which they did. So thank you for everybody once again who tuned in to the Green Jacket. Once again, it's out on all streaming platforms. Quicken up their minds. When I'm Star Trekking around the world, when building my enterprise, when this record drop, you add in this playlist. In the league of our own, everything we do is major. So I feel like we're in a league of our own. We've been in a league of our own since we started this journey, and this is just me rounding it up. Everything we do is major. Everything we do is major. Everybody hands up like a waving new neighbors. So everybody hands is up. They cheering. This is me envisioning that, painting a picture that everybody's gonna be mind blown when they hear this. Everybody hands up like a waving new neighbors. You go into a new neighborhood. It's like, hey neighbor. Hands up. Everybody hands up like a waving new neighbors. Just giving y'all the scoop like Ben and Jerry new flavors. And I was like, yeah, I gotta end this so crazy. I'm just giving y'all the scoop. Everything I said, this is my scoop. This is my life. This is my report. I'm just giving y'all the scoop like Ben and Jerry new flavors. Ben and Jerry, every time they have a new flavor, you go to the store, they give you a scoop of it, and like, here, taste it. So I felt like it was something clever to end the verse on, and I would say, respect the gods. I feel like me and my brother Young, we the gods of this shit. We been the gods of this shit. And just to end that off, that'd be like the last verse that they hear on the album, to hear that defining, of our, career, hear that defining line, to understand this is what we've been doing. We still the gods. We'll always be the gods of what we did, what we're still doing to this day. And, it's, yeah. There you guys go, man. Wow. Once again, shout out to DJ Rawshark for producing the Bushido Freestyle. Shout out to my brother Young, GreenLine to the death, man. Shout out to No Fake Love Apparel. Shout out to Think Ray. Shout out to my pops. And once again, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Live Lyrics in the Den with LuxuReid, alright? Yes.
Yes. Niggas bullet shit is rhetorical when I ask, who do this better? With more wins up under me than loose umbrellas. Blackout, touch my green, have to do something clever that leaves red on the couch like a Blue Clues letter. Gray area, I'm flowing too, don't let the pressure barrier spreading like yellow fever, causing mass hysteria. Read the last hope, better bet on that. Hope you listen, pay attention like a Fed phone tap. New piece crafted, adding this shit to the vocal opera. Godfather of flows like I'm Francis Ford Coppola. You're copping, please. Cough and sneeze cause you ain't popular. Legend, the boy code, everybody knows that's not in ya. Been immune since I manifested up in the womb. Been feeding this beast, y'all eat it up like chicken food. Got that sickest brew that don't mix well with shit you do. Telling my life story, you just out here pitching woo. Shed tears while writing, know that it's something magical. Couple of breakdowns, I owe myself a sabbatical. Then it's ascension, I'm adding goals to the mission. Still gunning for something, this is my Red Dead Redemption. The scales is tipping, like I had one too many burgers. Murder what I commit when I spit, I start the purger. Getting this breath together, doing the money merger. Still sleeping on a god, I guess I'm blind stock inserter. I keep having battles with myself, saying that I'm okay when I really need the help. So I need the support, that type of shit'll bring me wealth. Now I know that all that's essential to my health. Bred to be the one, no way can I be banned. I was in a rut, still make the cut like Ichiban. Lychee martinis, putting my feet down in the sand. Every hour just keep rushing by like Ricky Tan. What happened to people putting truth in the lines? Now they spending time to keep boosting on the lines. That stupid type of shit that quicken up their demise. While I'm Star Trekking around the world building my enterprise. When this record drop, you adding this to the playlist. In a league of our own, everything we do is major. Everybody hands up like I wave at new neighbors. Just giving y'all the scoop like Ben and Jerry, new flavors. Respect the gods, nigga.